Before that, let's take a look at the headlines which are at this time. Infiltration issue, nation's #1 talking point. Himanta urges industrialists to stop hiring illegal Bangladeshi immigrants in their firms. While Mamata insults BSF saying that they are responsible for infiltration, residents at India-Bangladesh border hail them. Government of India gives the nod to memorial to late President Pranab Mukherjee. Daughter says this was unexpected and she is grateful. Election Commission announces dates for Delhi elections, voting on 5th of February, counting on 8th of February. Several workers stuck in a coal mine in Assam. Assam Chief Minister calls it an illegal mine. One person arrested. Ladies and gentlemen, we put the spotlight on illegal immigrants. Assam minister made a comment earlier talking about what perhaps should be the future course of action. In fact, an appeal was actually made to several firms saying that they should not be employing illegal immigrants. Now, let me tell you the big picture here. Across the country, particularly in states like Maharashtra, what we have essentially seen is that a massive crackdown has taken place over the last 2 months. In fact, sources now indicating that 300 illegal immigrants have been arrested in Maharashtra alone. Now, let's tell you why they have been arrested and what are the reasons behind the arrest. First is with regards to the linkages that these illegal immigrants have to certain organizations. In fact, in Maharashtra, we are given to understand that one arrested accused is actually linked to the banned terrorist organization called Babbar Khalsa. Apart from that, agencies essentially suspect that some of them could actually be working for anti-national groups while being employed in these very companies. Now let's look at the larger picture here. That's also the reason why you have an Assam minister now making an appeal to these very companies, asking them not to employ them, not to employ the illegal immigrants, and to perhaps carry out a proper background check. First, let's play out this entire report. And first, let's go ahead with the report where we will be taking you through all the details of what's really happened in different parts of the country. Not just in Maharashtra, but also in Karnataka. And of course, then we'll get you that special report coming in from Bangladesh. In fact, we are being told that this has become a national issue. And this is an issue that cannot be ignored. The growing threat of infiltration across India. So from Bengal to Assam, to Maharashtra, to Jharkhand. Illegal immigration is rapidly reshaping demographics, straining resources, as well as raising serious security concerns. Now, as I mentioned, in Assam, Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has time and again led the charge in voicing concerns against this very pressing issue. Now, according to the HS Brahma Committee report, as many as 9 districts in Assam have become Muslim majority districts. All of this due to illegal immigration from Assam, from Bangladesh, I beg your pardon. Assam is just one example out of the many, and this issue basically persists all across the country. Take a look at this report.
The pan-India infiltration threat has emerged to be one of the biggest national talking points. In Maharashtra, 36 infiltrators who claim to have entered India illegally for work have now been arrested by the police. Watch how many illegals have been nabbed from various districts of Maharashtra.
यहाँ पे जो अवैध रूप से बांग्लादेशी रह रहे हैं उनके ऊपर सख्त से सख्त कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए। उसी के तहत हमने लास्ट 15 डेज में ऑपरेशन कंडक्ट किया था और इसमें अब तक 18 मामले दर्ज किए हुए हैं और उसमें 36 बांग्लादेशियों को गिरफ्तार किया हुआ है। और यहाँ पे आने के बाद वो फर्जी मतलब आधार कार्ड बनवाते हैं। उनका जो बर्थ सर्टिफिकेट है वो फर्जी होता है और बर्थ सर्टिफिकेट के तहत वो अपना आधार कार्ड बनवाते हैं और आधार कार्ड सब पैन कार्ड सब डॉक्यूमेंट बनने के बाद यहाँ पे रहते हैं।
Meanwhile, in Bengal, a video tweeted by Shubhendu Adhikari has been doing rounds on social media. Watch how locals come to back the border security force when the construction of barbed wire fencing was obstructed by the Bangladeshi forces. This incident occurred in the Malda district of West Bengal. In Assam, Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma has time and again led the charge in voicing concerns against this very pressing issue.
बांग्लादेशियों को अगर रोजगार मिलेगा वो लोग आते रहेगा। तो यहाँ का हमारा इंडस्ट्री हो, हमारा ट्रेड हो, बिजनेस हो, एक बार हमें निर्णय ले लेता हूं कि बांग्लादेशियों को हम काम नहीं दूंगा, वो लोग कहां आएगा? तो if we have to strike, we have to strike at the root.
According to the HS Brahma Committee report, as many as 9 districts in Assam have become Muslim majority due to illegal immigration from Bangladesh. The Economic Advisory Council to the Prime Minister reveals a shocking rise in the Muslim population in India. While Muslim population grew by a record 43% between 1950 and 2015, the Hindu population's growth rate declined by nearly 8% in the same period. Many believe that this is due to the rampant Bangladeshi infiltration. In Jharkhand, various tribal districts are seeing a rampant rise in infiltration. For example, the Goda district is also undergoing significant change in demography. Between 2001 and 2011, the Muslim population in Goda grew at 37%. In the Deoghat district of Santhal Pargana, the Muslim population grew by a staggering 36%. The Muslim population in Santhal Pargana currently constitutes 24% Muslims, forming a sizable majority. The pan-India infiltration threat continues to grow on a daily. But the big question, when will the ones aiding these infiltrators finally do away with it?
Well, let's take you through what's happening in the state of Maharashtra after we told you what's the current situation in Assam. Now, in Maharashtra, in the last 2 months, 300 illegal immigrants have been arrested from different parts of the state. Now, let's tell you what's the big news point really coming in. The fact that illegal immigrants in Maharashtra were essentially being employed by various companies. Some say that they have also been employed by top construction firms. Sources also tell us that forces suspect that illegal immigrants have been linked to certain sleeper cells. And also the fact that the accused might be linked. One of the arrested accused may be linked to Babbar Khalsa group. Let me quickly go across to my colleague Sandeep, who's actually joining us on this broadcast. Sandeep, first to you with regards to the current situation in Maharashtra. Big action being taken, 300 arrests, that's a huge number. What more details are you picking up?
See, since the government has been formed in the state of Maharashtra and Devendra Fadnavis has taken charge as the chief minister, rapid action has been in fact taken against illegal Bangladeshis. Now recently NIA had made an arrest in a case that was pertaining to Babbar Khalsa, and in fact there was one person who was arrested by NIA who was working in the construction site. Now after the action that was initiated by the state government against illegal Bangladeshis, the state government and the police is in fact trying to curb all the illegal Bangladeshi who are residing here in Mumbai and Maharashtra illegally. In fact, we have been told that there is a proper network that is established from Bangladesh to India and across the country, which is in fact getting all the Bangladeshis here, and in fact they are getting them employed as well. Also, they are involved in making their fakes document as well, Shavan. So, you know, this is a very established network, and Mumbai police has got the traces as well. So basically, all-out action has been taken by state and the central agencies against the illegal Bangladeshis out here.
Let's now quickly move to the state of West Bengal. To put this into perspective, ladies and gentlemen, what was that the Chief Minister had to say? The Chief Minister blamed the border security force all this while for the kind of infiltration that was taking place. In fact, questions were largely being raised about how infiltrators have essentially found their home in certain districts of West Bengal. Interestingly, there is an image that came to our newsrooms a short while back. This was from West Bengal, where residents near the Indo-Bangladesh border were hailing the action of the border security force. This at a time when there's a growing threat of infiltrators coming in from Bangladesh. Take a look at this.
भारत माता के भारत माता के भारत माता के वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम जय श्री राम 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 वंदे मातरम वंदे भारत माता के भारत माता के भारत माता के नीचे नाम नीचे नाम देशवासी नीचे 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 वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम जय श्री राम
Well, that's the reality coming in, which we are showing you from the Indo-Bangladesh border. In fact, remember, over the last few months, strict measures have been taken by the border security force, keeping in mind the current situation on the ground. More on this, I'm joined by our senior editor from the Kolkata newsroom, Moyuk. There has been a big question mark on the action of the border security force put by the West Bengal Chief Minister. It turns out in the last 2 months, several actions have been taken by the BSF to prevent infiltration from taking place, and this is exactly how the residents are now responding to the action that has been taken.
Absolutely, Shravan. The visuals are coming in from Kalia Chowk in Malda border. Remember, this is the place which has always been a sensitive place, whether because of violence, whether because of infiltration. A lot of incidents have been reported in Kalia Chowk, that is just opposite to Chapai Nawabganj in Bangladesh. So today, when this fencing activities by BSF was happening, the BGP there on the other side, the counterpart of BSF, they protested and said that why are you going inside Bangladesh? BSF obviously said that this is our land and we are not deviating from our map. At this point of time, villagers of Malda, whether they are Hindu, they are Muslims, they are Parsis, anyone and everyone from nearby villages, they hopped into that particular location. They shouted Vande Mataram, Jai Shri Ram, and they said that if Bangladesh starts getting into our side, then we are going to protect. We are not going to cow down, and this is the fervor right now. What we see in the Atari-Wagah border, what we see in Petropol during Independence Day. Here also we have seen the same fervor where local villagers, they were shouting Vande Mataram, and they were saying that Bangladesh ko ek bhi jagah hum nahi chhodenge. That's the mood and the spirit of Bengal right now. In every district, the bordering districts in Bengal, you can see this mood right now. They are not leaving entire thing to BSF. They're not blaming, like Mamata Banerjee, all the things to BSF. They are saying that BSF is doing their job, but as Indians, we will also protect our motherland, and this is the way we will protect our motherland whenever and wherever this malpractices or this mischievous activities by Yunus-led government or their border security will happen. Shravan.
Thank you very much, Moyuk, for getting us the latest details. We'll turn our focus now to another state, the state of Karnataka, where a deep investigation was actually carried out by our sister channel, Republic Kannada, with regards to the presence of illegal immigrants in different parts of the state. It turns out that they were given proper documentation. There are agents who have been operating in Karnataka, allowing these illegal immigrants to operate in that very place. Let me just also go across to our executive editor, Niranjan, who was overseeing this entire investigation. Niranjan, we've seen the current situation in the state of Assam, then West Bengal, and of course in Maharashtra. In Karnataka too, this is a growing issue, a cause of concern, the presence of illegal immigrants and the action taken so far after we aired the story.
Shravan, in fact, we worked on this particular investigation in Karnataka for almost 2 months. We went to different parts of Bengaluru. First of all, let me tell you, the infiltration, the Bangladeshi infiltrators who are across India in different states, it is real. And we had specific details of where they operate. There are different camps called and referred to as Bangladeshi camps in different parts of Bengaluru, right? And we went to some of these camps, we tracked them down. We went to areas where these Bangladeshis work and we confronted them, and we had at least 7 to 8 of them on record tell us that they were from Bangladesh. They specified the districts from Bangladesh that they traveled to Bengaluru from, and they even told us that they paid 5,000 to 10,000 rupees to agents in India who would make sure that they are crossing over the border by paying off. And some of them even mentioned the BDG referring to the Bangladesh guards, saying that it was they who would help them enter India illegally. They would pay a bribe to the Bangladeshi guards who would help them enter India through routes that would go undetected. And then the agents would meet them. They would pay the agents upwards of 5,000 rupees, 5,000 to 10,000, after which they would be brought from the nearest railway station or the metropolitan to come to Bengaluru. And every day, they say every day there's a train coming in from West Bengal or Assam, bringing in all of these infiltrators. And on the ground, the reality is, Shravan, giving you the reality of, the reliance on these illegal infiltrators and illegals in the businesses and trade industry. In Bengaluru, I can tell you, construction laborers, security guards, hotel cleaning staff and dishwashing staff, the people or the areas where it's rather difficult for you to get labor is where they are filling in. And it's a menace because you can't really check, because they have Aadhaar cards, they have an identification card with an Indian ID, because even that can be bribed. Right. You can bribe your way through it. So that's the reality of it. Shravan, back to you.
Well, thank you very much, Niranjan, Moyuk, as well as Sandeep, for getting us the latest details. In fact, this is becoming a big campaign. Stop illegal immigrants, and perhaps every firm who are employing illegal immigrants perhaps need to carry out a proper background check. Thank you very much for getting us the latest details.